Welcome to the video. The gang is all here. It is Friday night. Finally, wow. Yay, Friday night. What a long week it's been. My goodness. How's everybody doing? Hope y'all have something nice to drink. I've got my sleepy time tea. I'm on a fresh tea bag there, and that should be good. You're looking at a rock I got from this lady in Maui, Hawaii. She came here to town. I didn't know her, but through the rock Facebook group, she found one of my rocks. And it had a personal connection for her. There was a horse stamped on it, and without revealing her personal story, which had to do with someone passing over, she was touched by that, and that was like a great find for her. It was like a spiritual thing on this quest when she was here. And so when she got back to Hawaii, she said she's going to make me a rock. So she said she actually had to buy the rock. This rock, I mean, like we all buy rocks, but the sand is from her driveway, and she found out that it's actually, what do you call it when you mine this? I mean, it's not called mining, but basically they dug it out of one of the Hawaiian islands, this little tiny pieces of gravel. So there it is. It looks amazing. Pretty color on the back. And she sent me this really nice postcard. So I was excited, and I put that on the Facebook rock page here, and so she'll see that, and thanked her and all, took a picture. And then Vicki in Ohio, she has sent me many a treasure. Vicki, thank you very much. This awesome package arrived today. Vicki said she bought some rings, and she bought them from India, and she doesn't think they're real sterling even though they're marked, and she said she did not pay that much for them. And I've had some experience with this type of rings. Some of y'all have. They're very pretty, and they're marked 925, but she seemed to think that one may not be. She seemed to think they might be plated, and Vicki is very familiar with sterling. That's all she wears. That's a pretty, they're really pretty. They're beautiful fashion rings. And whether they are 925 or not, I don't know. But we love them, Vicki. They're gorgeous. Look at that. That's like a druzy, or a druzy style. It is some type of crystal, probably lab created or something. And there's the 925 on there. They're very unique. And she was thinking some of the stones were real. And yeah, that's cold, so that's like a dyed banded agate. And I'm not sure what the other stones are. So we're gonna look at these and go from there. This is like a treasure chest. I don't know if this broke off or this came apart there. And I don't know if they're all rings. This is a pendant. This is not going to work. This is a pendant here. It's a pretty one. That one's not marked, it looks like. So if y'all have had some experience with these rings, it doesn't do good for me to test them because I use an 18K acid test. That's a stone there. And it's pretty. And it'll turn blue even when it's plated. So I don't know if If it floats and it's blue, that means there's a pendant. That means it's plated. Or if it doesn't float, I'm not a jeweler, so I don't ever worry about it. That's really pretty. Boy, Sheila, Sheila, come over here. I forgot all about the fact that you would be thrilled over these rings. That's beautiful there. That's a real stone. Oh my, Sheila. So if you like rings, this is something you'll enjoy. Let me just look in the loop. 925 stamped on there. That looks like it's painted on, possibly, or made out of, that's not a stone, but it's pretty. That's a stone, that's pretty. Ooh, that's a pretty bracelet. Got the iPad again, which means it's up close. This is as far away as I could make it. I don't know if that one's stamped. It's probably stamped on one of those. I mean, this is amazing, Vicki. They're really pretty. That one's a pendant. And I really appreciate you thinking about me. My friend with the phone already wants them. You know, she's like, don't you get rid of those? It's pretty. I might just wear them and wear a different one to work every day and not be boring. It looks like a stone. Oh, that's pretty. Like a greenish pendant there. There's so many of these, Vicki. You lost your mind. We thank you. We're gonna look at these. Oh, what a day. How are y'all? I went to my favorite thrift store. That's beautiful. Very multicolored. Rainbow. I believe that's a stone. Dyed stone. And John was saying it was a heck of a Friday, and he looked like he had, I mean, it's 100 degrees here. They probably all had to go out and help unload stuff in the heat, and that's what he looked like he'd been doing. Probably lots of donations. That's a beautiful color blue. Love that blue. And then I went, both of them were working, the dumpster one, the thrift, the mean one, the nice one. And I beat people, I guess. I mean, they left at 5:30 and the bicycle boy wasn't there, and I didn't see my competition try to get in that dumpster, even though he claims he can get in there after 5 o'clock. Both their vehicles were there. He's not getting in there. That looks like it would be pretty, doesn't it? It's hard to see. Oh, it came out. Oh my. And it was a big throwout of some toys. I have one interesting book. That's pretty. Toys and a lot of frames, like 3 tubs full of frames. Now this, see, I've had this ring before similar to this, and I don't think that is malachite. It looks like it is, but it's not cold. And it looks painted under the loop. But I mean, I don't know. I think it's plastic. This stone is plastic. Still pretty, very pretty. Ooh, that's a pretty one. My goodness, that's beautiful. So I'm wondering if my little competition can't go anymore until they're gone, because he used to be, I just wait till after 5. She told me I could come after 5, whatever. I don't think so. That's pretty. Does anybody know what the name of that stone is? Is that landscape jasper? Picture jasper? I'm still gonna call it landscape. So I took the 3 tubs of frames over to the ladies, the dumpster. I always set stuff by her dumpster that she has booths in the antique mall. So she'll do something with that. And then I had to leave a bunch in there because I just, you know, I can't just clean out 100 degrees, get stuff out of there. And I didn't want him to be rolling up in his truck. Ugh. You know, that's pretty. It's marked. It looks like the mahogany obsidian, but it's not. Well, I'm just love to have these. They're beautiful. That's pretty. Is that labradorite? Laboradite? I mean, I don't know. That's a pretty one there. That looks like soda. Well, it's black. It's not sodalite. Boy, I can wear a different ring every day. Yeah, they're making it look like that's plastic though. Beautiful, Vicki. Thank you. Thank you for thinking of me. I love them. And my friend loves them too. She really loves. She's going bananas in there. She's like, I can sneak one of these out and you'll never know. I said, well, I'm sure I'll let you wear as many of them as you want. It's just beautiful. Thank you so much. I'm going to put them all back in here. And I think we're going to go through a little jewelry because it is Friday night. I know everybody's glad it's the end of a long week, whether you have to drag yourself to work or you happily go to work or you have a person that lives with you that goes to work or none of it. We've all been through school and stuff where we're just glad to get to Friday. Sheila, you got yourself a whole treasure chest of rings, Sheila. Amazing. So this is some more from the city I like. I'm still working with that city. I can't move the iPad because it's not going to get back on. But it's just a bunch. So we're gonna it's not supposed to be, well, it may be tangled, but nothing's ever gonna be as tangled as that one tangled lot, which I still have the, where I stopped, that's still in the bag. I've been too busy at work. It's literally, I have to immerse myself nonstop as much as I can so that I can get to where I need to be later on. You are such a friend to me. Please always travel safely. But the thing is broken. One world of people. Let's find, well, you know, I don't even know if they're going to have one. They had tended to put, this is stone, wire bracelet. So, howlite in its natural form, maybe? They had been starting this pattern where they, that's a cross, where they, you know, they ended up having a new person doing it lately, and we haven't been getting the gold and silver we used to. So, I'm trying to get this thing off, but I'm not going to do it. It's just, it's wound on there real tight. But it's a pretty cross. Barb, I got your message. I got your one cross ready, and I think I'm putting both of them in there anyway. But now we're having, this is a pretty cross. We're having some more crosses, so if you see one you like on here, let me know, Barb, because I haven't mailed it yet. I'll just throw it in there. Oh, now I'm gonna have tangles, and I don't want tangles today. This iPad is hard because I cannot put my arm around it, you know, around it like I can the phone. But, oh wow. And see, y'all didn't see that happen because I can't wrap myself around here. There was a little tangle. I don't know what was on the screen. And I can just tell by this little, tag on this that it's probably sterling. Yeah, the iPad's just a little more difficult for me to work with. It looks like we have silver, just as I was talking about silver. 925. So we have a pretty silver cross necklace. And the cross is marked 925. And it has some cubic zirconia or some rhinestones in there. I'll double check and make sure, but they're not going to be diamonds probably. Anyway, the typical way this goes with this city now is they have one price story beaded bracelet by somebody. They'll tend to put one piece of sterling in there. That's what they had been doing. Now, I watched a lot of lots end this week, and many of them did not sell because it's plastic stuff, and there's just not any even good, you know, it's not that it's not gold and silver, but it's just plasticky stuff. Last time we bought this lot, we had so many silvers come out of it. This is, you know, mostly crosses and things. We'll see if they picked over it, which they probably did, and that it is what it is, you know. We're still gonna have fun looking at jewelry. It's a pretty pin. Did we look at this already? I don't think we did. Some inspirational bracelets there. Here's those two. I don't think they're gold. And then here's the cross. This is just not working for me. Let me go this way. What does that say? Thailand. Well, they make silver, but I'm going to tell you if it, I can't struggle with it there. I'm going to tell you if it says anything. Nope. But it's a pretty gold, heavy gold tone cross with some matching earrings. I'm gonna look and see if I see a mark. I do. I see a mark. $925 on the little lobster claw clasp. Well, so this must be sterling. Lovely. We like that. We're happy about that. So that's 2 sterlings. I want to see if the little cross is marked on its own, but it's not. What did I do with the first one? Okay. Got 2 sterlings. That's good. Looking for treasure. Treasure would be vintage, name brand. Gold and silver, of course. Gemstones, that's what we're looking for. This is a really nice slider bracelet, charm bracelet. Very nice. This is going to be our message. Looks like they're trying to make it made from a nail. John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his one and only Son. Pray. I think it says pray. That's pretty different. Some glass beads. I'm out of frame there. I mean, it's just tangled. What can I say? This is what I'm trying to get out. It's a different kind of a cross, isn't it? And I'm trying to get this one out as well. We got this one. That's a big blingy, pretty cross. Big heart crystal in the middle. This fell out. 9 West. It's pretty, there's no wear on it. Don't have any stories today, I'm just too tired. Been working all week, so there's nothing to talk about except just grinding it out, grinding out the work, the tedium, staying with it. There's another slider bracelet. Looks like it's the same kind, and it's not broken. They're not marked. Oh wait, they are marked. They're marked. Both of them marked the same. Life, blessed, by blessed. Okay, blessed. This fell out. Joy. Time for some tea. What are y'all drinking? Iced tea, coffee, wine, cold beer. It's Friday night. We're hanging out, relaxing, looking at jewelry. Peace. Peace and joy. Some things fell out, so this is just a bangle, I'm sure. Here's a keychain. The McHugh family. So I guess you could get your name on something like that. A What Would Jesus Do bracelet. It's broken. A glass fishes imagined, made with love. It's heavy. Those are cute. I love Jesus. Is this a net? What is this? Oh my gosh, this is a brooch. Okay, this is the biggest brooch I've ever seen. I love Jesus, and then it has Jesus and crosses and animals. It's like Noah's Ark or something. That's crazy. That's huge. That's different. Neat. Here's an ankh. What's messing us up is some of this dirty cloth stuff down here. I might have to cut it. Might have to cut some cloth. Okay, this came out. And it's a barrel clasp. And then this goes like that. It's a nice pendant. Let's get this out. Well, that was messing us up, wasn't it? This thing. Look, everything's tangled on it. Literally everything's tangled on it. It's got like a, it's like a handmade thing. I'm sorry, I'm so out of frame. This is, gotta get the phone next time, but my friend's using it. Okay, that's probably gonna go to the free pile. Believe. That's a cool little picture there. Olivia and Mick are doing good. Thinking about I've heard about some of y'all's animal stories and live, life, laugh, love, probably. Love to hear about all y'all's animal stories and how you got your pets. I guess this is an Egyptian ankh, unless I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong. And then is this is a snap of some sort. I've never seen that. It just snaps together. I'm just going to make sure there's no marks, but it definitely, it says MPRY, the snap. So that's different. Very different. Bracelet. Where's me gold? Where is it? None of it looks. This little box will last us 3 or 4 videos, and I'll try to get the phone next time. I think it's a little bit better with the phone. But we do what we have to do. It's Friday night. We gotta do what we gotta do. Oh, that just pulled up on there. tangled there. I'll check the clasps. See if I can't just kind of loosen that right here. I kind of worked a little late, but then I did run all my errands. I donated books to the hospital, so some of that, and then I went to the dumpster, and I went to see John at Thrift in case they had anything. It's a pretty crucifix. It's not precious metal. So this is a weird clasp as well, I think. It's this, and then it's this. So I don't know if it goes in there like that. I don't know. I'm not going to pull it tight. And it's got a little knot in it as well. That's plastic. And the magnet on the hematite is sticking on this one. So you know that's not going to be anything. That's nice. You can just tell by the clasp that this is not anything. So even though the chain kind of looks gold, the minute you see the clasp, paid in full. Let me just double check. In case you don't know, what I mean by that is that cheap little flat thing there. It's not going to be, it may say Korea one time, that doesn't even say anything. It's never going to be gold that I know of. Claire's, a nice black cross. This is a stubborn piece. Okay, we got that one separated. That's a pretty cross as well. Very pretty, feminine shape. It's very different. It's amazing how many different shapes of crosses that there are. We already saw, did we already see that one? How did it get dragged back in there? Oh no, we didn't. It looks like the Claire's one we just looked at, but it's not. It's pretty. That goes with that Claire's one. That's pretty. Some plastic. I don't know. I don't see a mark. And it's showing copper through. So it's got some wear. Trying to get to this pretty cross, so it's just, we got to it. Wait a minute. Do y'all see what I see? Is that 925? I believe it is. What a great way to end the video, or almost end it. I wouldn't have thought that was 925 on this little, well, it's leather, but I gotta look at that. I always have to look at it under the loop, even though I just saw it. Yep, 925. Can't really make out the other. I think it's an M or something. Wow. And then, so we have 3 sterlings, and we have this very pretty, this just, I want to say the word Byzantine when I see this. Don't ask me why, I'm not even sure. You know, Byzantine, if that's an old country or a period in art. That's really pretty. Isn't that beautiful? Let me see if this is plastic or... It's hard to tell. If it's cold, it's very hard to tell. So, I'm not sure. It looks like it's a stone or glass. It's definitely not turquoise or anything. Because this is just, it's pretty though, isn't it? Thank you for joining us. Have a great, great Friday night, great weekend, and we'll see you next time. Our message was this right here, John 3:16.